All right, let's get to it, man. Community Beacon. Happy 4th of July,
Oh
everybody.
man, yes. Happy
Happy
Fourth of
and
July.
didn't it land right on Friday? This is we normally don't get holidays like that, either before or after, but here we are. Happy Independence Day, America. God bless America. I've been
God
to
bless
other
him.
places. I've seen people talk about other places. I like where I am. It's not perfect. No place is, but I am grateful. So God bless America. Happy Independence Day to everyone. Community Beacon. It's Friday. It's 4 o'clock. Some little technical difficulty. I know the brother's not super excited about having that green screen in the background, but we decided we will make do because it's the content of what our conversation that's gonna really shine through. And I think that's the focal point. It always is with Community Beacon. I'm Palm Beach Mike, your North Palm Beach North guy here, realtor guy here in Palm Beach County. Appreciate you for checking in. And of course, on the other side of the screen, we got my brother from another mother, the incomparable Joel Simmons, coming right back at you. How you feeling, brother? Otherwise, I know you like to be
Oh
perfect.
man.
I know you like the aesthetics of everything, but how we doing
Well,
otherwise?
doing all right, man. Doing all right. Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm on the right side of the ground. We've definitely been doing some things. So I'm happy. I'm happy, man. Glad to be a part of this process. So I'm ready to get into it, though. I
Yeah,
am.
let's get into it. What does healthy really mean? Is the series last week was body, if I'm not mistaken. Did we talk about?
We talked about body.
It almost seemed like 2 weeks ago, to be honest with you. It feels like it was a long time ago, but we did body last week. If you get a chance to go, haven't gotten a chance to go check it out, it should still be up. Go check the Tenacity Foundation. Go check my Facebook page. Go check LinkedIn. The brothers on LinkedIn. Go check X. We're on X as well. We're streaming from all these different platforms. And while you're streaming, or while you're watching it, go ahead and give us a like. How about that? Go on and give us a like. Go on and subscribe to the channel. Uh, Definitely going to give you some gems as we move forward. Oh, something just popped up on my for this. It says Instagram issues. I think you just logged into Instagram, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on, so we just keep it moving.
All right, business, healthy business. And the both of us are on our business journey, right? So it'll be interesting to hear the brothers' take on it. And I'll just jump in with a quick story, and this kind of is going to be where I'm starting from with in my perspective, how what I want to bring to this episode. And as I was getting ready for this episode, I just reminded me about maybe 3 years ago. Although between 2020 to 2025 seems like one huge year to me. I was on a podcast, a video cast, and I was just we were talking about all different kinds of things, but I ended up being on that panel. I was like the stat guy, right? I was breaking down marriage demographics, buyer behavior, psychographics, stuff that apparently most people don't know. I just thought everybody else did it. And I remember at one point in time, someone looked at me on the panel, and he said, "How do you know all of this?" And I was like, "I'm glad you asked, kind sir." I said, "It's my job to know my people, right? I'm in real estate. Who buys houses? Everybody, right? Or rather, everybody has to have a place to live. Excuse me. Let me make that distinction. Everybody doesn't buy houses, but everybody needs a place to live. So it was like my job to know my industry. And the moment stuck with me because I think when we're building businesses, and this you're gonna hear a lot of stuff from me anyways, because all these frameworks just go together regardless of the
Platform,
yeah, well, not
industry.
necessarily, they're not necessarily the platform, but the industry context, the context of life, these different contexts of life. So the frameworks just go through how you do one thing is how you do other thing. There's just universal laws and principles that I take with me across to all of these different things. And I said, like, how do you know what you're dealing with, right? So it starts with the understanding of who and what demographic you're serving, whatever it is that you're doing. And if I don't have the understanding, I'm not going to have alignment, and it's going to be hard for me to perform for them. So that's where I wanted to start about in regards to this healthy business, brother. What about you? How are you going to come in, and we can just jump into it?
I guess, man, I got a few different things. So, like a healthy business, I think that the healthy business definitely is covered in many of the aspects that we've already discussed, right? Especially when we start talking about a healthy mindset, because the business is first written inside of your mind, right? Monty Holmes taught us, he said, uh, first you write the vision down inside your, first you have the vision in your mind, then you write it down on paper. After that, you perform it, right? So, whenever you're thinking about your business, I believe that that's where it starts. Now, we've already talked about that, and having excellent business acumen means a whole lot. So, there's an understanding aspect of it. So, I would have to say that today, I'd like to get into, you know, the who, what, when, where, and why of the business, because I think those are very important questions that we need to ask ourselves. Um, Over the course and time of the business, right? We should start off with that. We should continue to refer back to it, and we should make adjustments. As my brother Beethoven would say, pivot, 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 pivot. All right, let's get in.
All right, perfect. So from to that point, you said the who, right? So I have a like a real simple framework because I think you go from the top of the what we would call, because I want to start foundational because everyone's at different places in their business. So I'm going to start off on the ground floor. Is that the understanding of the people that you serve, right? So whether you have a product, whether you have a service, whatever it is, it's the understanding of the people. You actually know the people that you're serving. I'll back up a little bit because you'll hear this, and for whatever reason, no one really does it when you start business. Most people don't do it, and that's why most businesses aren't successful. Is that when you niche down, I call it having a superpower, the ability for someone to niche down. Because yes, you can serve any and every one, or in your mind you think you can, but then you're just throwing things against the wall and hoping that things stick. And I remember Dean Jackson said something. He said, Mike, he said there's 27 20% of the people aren't going to do business with you at all. You're not 20% for whatever reason. They don't like your jib. They don't like your background. You don't speak their language. Maybe you don't articulate to the way that they want to be spoken to. Like there's all different kinds of reasons. They just not going to buy from you. Then you have your top 20%. These people are going to buy from you no matter what. You can make whatever it is. They just like you. You remind them of somebody. They like you have a driver type personality. They agree with that type of personality. You make them feel comfortable in their own minds, but they already have this experience of you. And then you have this middle, this 60% that can kind of go either way. He says, first, I would pay attention to that top 20%, right? Just because you have them. I think a lot of people kind of go lax, and we all do, right? We all have these databases. And for whatever reason, we don't want to reach out to our database. We don't want to let our database know. And these are the people that already know you, right? Some of them already trust you. So all you have to do is show them, that demonstrate that you can provide the results, and they're go. Now you have this other 60% that kind of is sitting on the line. They don't know what they want to do to you, but they also don't care what you have to say until, like I mentioned before, you understand where they're coming from. I think Theodore Roosevelt said it. I think you mentioned it a couple episodes ago, but I think it's his birthday today. That's why I definitely saw it today. It was like people don't care about what you know until they know that you care. You show or you demonstrate that you care from the understanding. Okay, so now you're going to show to this demographic or to your people, whoever you're niching down to, that you understand them. Now you need to show them that you are in alignment with them. What does that mean? In, uh-oh.